Today's Health Matters, chronic stress and its impact on our day-to-day lives.
Recent studies, listen to this, show that between 77 and 83% of adults are dealing with unmanaged stress. 77% say that stress impacts their physical health, but it can also reshape your memory, trigger depression, bipolar disorder, PTSD. So psychiatrist Dr. Laura Dabney joining us this morning with steps you can take to break the cycle of chronic stress. So great to have you here, Dr. Dabney. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, how can we tell the difference, I guess, first and foremost, between I'm stressed on a daily basis or on a day because of something that's happening in the environment, or chronic stress?
Well, the definition of good mental health actually is being able to switch effectively from work to play and back again.
Okay.
So if your work or play is being disrupted, you have some kind of chronic stress or chronic problem there to deal with.
I mean, because it can really take over everything, right? Your mindset, you can't focus.
Your relationships.
Yeah.
But what are signs, though, that it's actually serious? Then it's not just like he said, just like something that happened at the office one day, and that it's something that is chronic and long-lasting.
Yeah, so especially in your relationships, you get your feedback from your relationships or your work that this is a problem, and then you don't know how to solve it, then that's going to continue to be a problem. So having an idea of how to fix things at home, if you tend to be somebody who is very logical, very aggressive, or you value aggression, which is valued at work, and you come home and you start telling somebody what to do and how to change, and you don't know how to switch to something more passive, constructive passivity, like maybe taking the one down or saying let's agree to disagree, then you're going to have a problem.
Yeah. So for people who have chronic stress, right, it's I guess identifying that there is a stressor in your life.
I always say that we want to step back when you have a problem and look at the larger picture. People get caught up in the weeds. What's the facts? Whose facts is right? Who's wrong? Who's right? That doesn't exist. You just get more stressed. So stepping back and going, when does this happen? Does this happen every time we talk about going to visit your mom? Does this happen every time we talk about disciplining the children? If you can see the pattern and solve that, then you're solving all the problems going forward, as opposed to just this one problem.
Yeah, I think sometimes people want to avoid more stress with someone and then not talk about it.
Which makes more stress.
Yeah, so what is
the avoidance.
So what is the best way to handle, or to communicate rather, your stressful situation?
I like to give my patients who see me the me, you, we approach.
Okay.
The key to the me part is saying what you feel subjectively. I feel X when you do Y.
Okay.
That's getting out what you feel. But then you have the other person to consider in a relationship, of course. So you say something empathic, but I know you don't mean to do this. So then you have the we part. How can we work together to solve this problem? That keeps you from going at each other, which of course people under stress sometimes do.
Yeah.
Or it causes more stress. Now you have a partner to work with you on this problem.
Yeah, what if they don't want to?
Yeah. That's a whole other stress.
Right, that's a whole other stress. So what are some of the common mistakes people make, I guess, when kind of going into, well, here I am and I'm going to do something about it?
Okay, the two most common problems are that a lot of people overvalue aggression. They see it as being tough, and I'm the problem solver, and it's effective. Other people overvalue passivity. I'm being kind, I'm being a peacemaker.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's the only modes they use then. But effective relationship, solving any problem such as stress, involves being able to switch back and forth between constructive aggression and constructive passivity. Constructive aggression is being able to say, I'm shutting down right now, I need to take a pause, I'm going to walk away, let's try again later. Constructive passivity is, you know what, we're not really going to be able to agree here, how about we try it your way this time? We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. What if it's a one-sided stress? Like if it's if you know something is something that is stressing you out, whether maybe it's at school or maybe it's at work, and everybody else is dealing with whatever that stressor is just fine, but you're not.
Okay, so now we're getting to conflicted emotions.
Yeah.
Emotions aren't the problem. You hear a lot about emotions, problem emotions, but it's the conflict people have about the emotions.
Okay.
For instance, if people are angry, they feel guilty, and they don't want to talk about it. If people feel sad, they feel weak, bury it. And if they feel needy, they feel embarrassed, so they bury that. And it all comes out sideways. So the key is simply just to say the emotion. I am so stressed about this. I can see that you're all not, but I'm so anxious about this, and I think this is why. And once people understand that you have this pain point, they're much more willing to help you with it.
Oh.
But if you start attacking somebody, why do you not understand that I'm stressed? Or,
Yeah.
or just bury it and pretend you're not and do the fake positivity thing.
Right.
Then you're really pushing everybody away.
All good information. We could talk to you about stress all day. Come on back soon,
Yeah,
okay?
because I regularly have chronic stress or
Exactly.
chronically have regular stress.
Exactly. Dr. Laura Dabney, thank you for helping us manage our stress. Her book, I Need You, Now Go Away, is available wherever books are sold.
What a great
I
title.
like that title, yeah.